Alright, so we're back. I've been waiting for the other video to upload, but it's taking too long and I want to play. So, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and play this anyway. How's she doing that? How cool would that be, to be able to talk through a rock? That's your job. Go invent a rock you can talk through that doesn't have like a cell phone chip or something inside of it. Basically, I'm telling you to discover magic. Do it if you're real. Alright, so this is all about stealth. So we're gonna need this. Those lights right there. Ooh. If they see you, you'll go to prison in this fortress, and there's a way to get out of it, but I just don't feel like worrying about that. So I'm just gonna play it safe and not show you what happens, and you'll just have to take my word, because I don't want to get stuck in the prison. That was close. Actually, I don't know if the lights see if you get stuck in prison. Alright, so basically, there's where the seagulls are. You're trying to get there, but we want to turn off these searchlights first. Ouch. So, alright, so I'm recording this while the other one's still uploading because my Wi-Fi is terrible, and it has been almost 24 hours. So, the audio might be a bit off because it might be a little too much to ask for the processor on this laptop. But, alright, so there's a dude working the light, but I want to be able to take him down. So I broke that so I could pick up the sticks and start beating him with it. Sounds violent. I guess it's a little less violent than beating him with a sword. Why did I don't know why I threw that. Why did I do that? Alright. This takes too many beats with the stick to kill him. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about this searchlight anymore, which is good, but that's the one we really want to get. So, because you see how it's on that window right there, we won't be able to cross that. Aw, they put up an invisible wall. I was hoping to cheese it. Oh well. We know where we have to go. And it's right in here. So yeah, the dudes with the lanterns, if they see me, they'll throw me in prison. And I can actually show you where the prison is right now. There it is. That's where I'd get thrown. And there is that little hole. It's behind that pot up there. I don't know if you can see that pot. It's behind that pot, and you can just crawl in it, and you'll crawl out right there. So if you get stuck in the prison when you're playing this game, you can't say I didn't tell you how to get out. I'm pretty sure this is a compass, which just shows you, compasses in this game just show you where the hidden treasure chests are. Nope, it's a map. And the map will show you all the rooms, obviously. And the map is showing up on my gamepad. And I almost missed that, which sucks because you need to be on the second floor to make it go quickly. So, I know she's gonna tell me to. So the little flashing A, the girl was just gonna talk to me and tell me that I needed to take care of these guys. Come at me. You missed. I don't want that. I want him to hit me. Again. Give me that. Now he can still kick me. Oof, like that. He almost got me. But it's all good. And it'll give me that heart. So now, like, obviously the only one left is right down there in the middle, which isn't that big of a deal. Now to get up there, there's a room right over there that you have to go through. But we're going to go back that way because I don't know if you... I'll use a telescope. You see that box in the ladder? If I push it down, it'll make it easier to get up and down. I think for a part later on in the game too, but I'm not sure. We're going to go do it anyway, just in case, so I don't have to worry about that later. And it's not that big of a walk. And I think this is the compass. I'm not quite sure if it works every time I come to this dungeon, because there will be a second time that I come here, but we'll see. So... there we go. Those to swing from are a little bit harder than the pirate ship because they swing so wide you can actually miss them. It doesn't have like the auto grab or whatever. So you actually do have to be kind of careful with these. Except for this one. This one looks fine. And yeah, I mean, if this is your first time going through this dungeon, it can be kind of nerve-wracking because you're like, I don't want to get caught. But, you know, if you've done it before, it's just like, okay, when do we finish? So now that's down there for a quick get up, and I don't think it actually stays for the next time I come here, but that's not for a while. Alright, now these guys, if they see you, they're the ones who will throw you in the dungeon. And it's best to stay down when they're looking this way, because if you're up, they'll kind of spot you, and they'll start walking towards you, just make you have to wait forever. And I'm far enough away from that guy, I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, it's nerve-wracking the first time you go, because you don't know when they'll see you. But that was easy enough. And there's really only one more that I have to worry about. And it's right up here. And he'll probably start walking this way, so we'll be chilling out here for a while. What I'm looking forward to Breath of the Wild is, like, see, he's walking toward us, is that you can, like, climb walls and that sort of stuff, because I'm at this island. I mean, I guess I won't spoil it for later, spoil the items, but there's a way to explore a little better, but there's, like, invisible walls, and you can't actually stand on top of some surfaces, and it's just a little frustrating. I want him to go to the right. Yeah, he's curious that way, so that's where he's going. You learn the patterns pretty quickly, and like I've said, I've beaten this game like 8 times. So this is all old hat for me. I know it is what it's about, but to a first timer it'd be different. So there's another box down there that I could push down in case I fell, but I'm not going to fall, so I don't have to worry about that. The action I'm doing right now, if you look at the A button, I always thought for the longest time it was slide, because you are kind of sliding across, but it says sidle. Or I don't know how to pronounce it. I always pronounce it sidle, but for the longest time I thought it was slide. Nice enough to give us a couple of hearts before we go to this last part. Hey, look, so happy. Wouldn't this Link's face be so good for like emojis? Some people might be pissed at me for bringing the word emoji into a Legend of Zelda gameplay. What's up with this camera? Alright. Now he's easy enough. Call it magic. Coldplay. So yeah, this one doesn't take long at all. That was 10 minutes. Phone ringing. You'll just have to ignore that. Sorry about that. I want to dress up as like that Ganondorf for like Halloween or something. I just don't feel like you can do Legend of Zelda in live action. I mean, I know there's been talks about shows and movies, but I'm not sure. Somebody knows my name. They're so pretty. You know you're special when you survive something like that and hitting the water at that speed. Talking boat. Just how I like it. I just love the animation style of this. So they've got some of that in like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild. I feel like the animation in those two games is a mix between this one and Twilight Princess. A lot of people complained Twilight Princess was too dark, like the color palette and all that sort of stuff, but I really liked it, and I feel like they should make another one like that. It felt more real. I mean, obviously it's fake, it's a fantasy game, but you know, it was easier to imagine. I can imagine myself being in that sort of graphics better than I can imagine myself being in this sort of cartoon, which would actually be pretty fun. Huh. That would be cool, seeing this kind of cartoon animation of myself. You have to picture that in your head, though. That'd be tough. Silly boat, you can't sail without a sail. Windfall Island. This is one of the islands that has like the most stuff to find, like pieces of heart. In the Zelda games, you find pieces of heart, and if you find And most of them, if you find 4, you'll make a new heart container, which will give you more life overall. In Twilight Princess, you had to find 5 to get a new heart container. But the heart containers in Twilight Princess looked a lot cooler than these, in my opinion. They're like crystal, and the center of them, like the blood part, actually looks kind of crimson-y, kind of like blood. You'll see what this looks like in the first boss I beat, which, spoiler, will be the next island, but alright, so there's a lot of stuff I can explore here, but we're technically still in like the beginning stages of the game. We're still getting all the stuff set up for us to go explore, but there are things that I can go and do, I believe. Right here's a potion shop. You get chew jellies. That's the auction house. This person's pissed off. These people gossip and hate you if you talk to them. That guy just wants you to talk to him over here, I think. My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seas from a land far away, a land where the blizzards blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. Dear me, my ship was torn apart by vicious winds, and this island is where I washed ashore. There was one other person with me. Yes, there was. But I dare say he was immediately arrested based on his somewhat suspicious looks and thrown right into jail. Yes, just locked up somewhere on this island. Needless to say, I'm really worried about him. Would you be so kind as to help free him from captivity? Indeed, it would be appreciated. Now, in the original one, I don't think they made you. This is the pictograph area. That's the school. Those are all stuff for later, like little side quests. In the original one, I don't know if they made you do this, but this is where the jail is, right here. You just walk outside, you go to that little jetty, I think you call it, where it's just kind of sticking out. And already right here, you just press on the switch, opens the door. Boom! I'm flying through it.
Yay!
Using Miiverse, you can insert a message you've written and send it out to sea for someone unknown to receive, which is kind of fun. Don't write anything unpleasant, okay? So in the original game, it was the Tingle Tuner, which it's like connect your Game Boy to the GameCube, and it would help you, it could help you in certain areas. Tingle's chart. And I mean, all that does is help us find where his island is. Which, honestly, that's something interesting. There you go. Allow tingle bottles from anyone. Will not receive it since I mean... Cool. So, this is where we are. This is our map. That's the tingle chart. Let's go ahead and open it. So you see how he drew the fairies there. That means there's going to be fairies there. And I don't know what the green squiggly line is, but you gotta obviously see the square where we are and see the square where he is. So this is our map. These are our items. We're good to go. Now, back here. Alright, in the GameCube version of the game is you could press up while you were crawling to be able to look in front of you, so you could see where you're going. But this one doesn't let you. All you've got to do is just be aware. If you see like a little wooden plank, that means there's a mischievous mouse right there, like to the left. If I go there, there'd be a mouse and it would drop me and I'd fall out and I wouldn't make it through this little passageway. See, there's another mouse. And I usually take rupees. Yep, as a sign as I'm going the right way. There we go. What could it be? Picto box set to use with a Y, X, or R. It can record up to 12 pictographs. Press ZR to view your pictographs. Alright. Date, unknown. At last, I have succeeded in stealing the picto box I have desired for so long. Succeeded, but yes, sadly, due to a slight mistake on my part, I was also caught. I have been imprisoned, but I did not give in easily. I refuse to give this wondrous box to my captors. I have decided to hide it here in the depths of my cell and make my escape by tunneling out. Yes, that is my plan. Of course, if I ever successfully escape from the prison, I shall one day return to recover the picto box. I will write the controls for it in case I should forget them. And then that's just the controls. I just wish I could get out of here so I could start taking pictographs. To be fair, taking pictures is pretty fun, but now there's like a little quest that you could have with one of the characters in town. So now we're trying to get out. I'm just gonna go to a mouse. I love how it just has the little bow on the bell, and it brings us out right here. So we freed Tingle's friend, we've got the picto box. I did not want to talk to you. I know we're super cute and all, but that doesn't mean you can just come up and talk to us whenever you like. Jeepers. So this guy's a beggar right now. Sure, let's listen to it. My sweet, sweet daughter, my only daughter, poor Maggie. She was captured by a bunch of villains and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. So she was one of the girls in the cage with our sister. What on earth could those scoundrels want with her? Are they just roaming around looking for young maidens? Are they just evil creatures who delight in mischief? Well, crud. Having a kidnapped daughter doesn't get you a single rupee, you know. Please, please, save my poor daughter, I beg of you. Here I stand, begging. Hope you'll give those scoundrels in the Forsaken Fortress a good scare. They'll pay for what they've done. Oh yes, pay. If you want me to try and be like a little more ridiculous with how I'm reading these lines, I will totally do that. But that's only if you ask for it, and I mean, that'd be fine with me. So I saved your friend. Considering starting up a little shop here on this island, but I'm having trouble funding my venture. I have but one asset in my name. I wonder if you might buy it from me, perhaps? The people on this island have no interest in venturing out into these dangerous seas, so my chance of selling it to them is rather bleak. The bleakest I can describe. I'd really like to ask 200 rupees for it, but as a favor for rescuing my friend, perhaps we may strike a deal. How does 80 rupees sound? And we'll take it. I have received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh dear me, what a happy day. Very well, young master, as I promised, please take that. And there's the sale. So when we come back, he's going to have some items here, and we can become like basically his merchant, which is kind of cool. So we're just going to get on our way. That's why I got the 100 rupees back at my house on Outset Island, because I knew I was going to be buying that. I guess it kind of pays to be not doing this for your first time. Oh, that look in your eye. So you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well. Then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hole and press A to climb aboard. Hoist the sail you got with A to get moving. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward. The arrow that appears behind me indicates the wind direction. You use the left stick to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing directly into the sail. You can always press B to put away the sail. Try it when you want to adjust your speed. Did you understand all that? Yes. One more thing. When you're out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your sea chart. I have marked the place we should currently be headed for on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, select Map displayed on the Wii U gamepad to open your sea chart. You can also pause the game with plus and confirm your position. Now, a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let it carry us to the east. So western wind carries to the east. It's coming out of the west. All right. Now this is some of like the most iconic music from this game, The Great Sea. And to be fair, I like it a lot, so I'm not complaining about it. Although to be honest, I can barely hear it while I'm recording this because I don't want the TV to be too loud and to be caught in the microphone as well. Ooh. So you make it through these, and a bunch of barrels with rupees will start showing up. And in the bottom left, you see your compass. And you know that lets you know how much time is left in the day or something like that. So these, you hop like that to make quick turns. These little platforms, they're sometimes by submarines, which will have items in it. And how much time is left? Yeah, I'm going to actually go ahead and go up here. I forget what side he gets out on. I tried. So yeah, there's these little platforms all over that you can go up, and there's a couple baddies. Of course, the one I want flies over the edge. And that one too. So that was a waste of time. What's it going to be, 50 rupees? Even better, only 20! I'm so lucky. And that's Beetle, right there. He's a shop owner. That's basically our shop. And he's all over the place. So if we want to get... There's a fruit in this game that you can put on your head, and a seagull will come and eat it. And you can control that seagull, which is useful for some points in the game. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to miss both of those rupees, because I was too eager in trying to get the blue one, which is only 4 more rupees than the green one. It goes, green rupee is 1, blue rupee is 5, yellow rupee is 10, purple rupee is 50, no, purple rupee is 50, red rupee is 20, orange rupee is 100, and silver rupee is 200. And the silver rupees are really, really not that common. That's our island. And this is the one that I remember, like, playing this game at a friend's house. You see the dragon on top? Alright. The animation style... Oh, this is also an iconic song for this game, which I might have to stand corrected saying that this might be my favorite. Din's Pearl. There you go. There's the title of this game, The Wind Waker. Are we the Wind Waker? Oh my gosh! I bet you never guessed that. And this is just the training for the Wind Waker. Six-4 time. We don't need to worry about 6-4 time for a long time. I sound like I'm rhyming like Lil Wayne. Listened to one of songs by him the other day. Not of my own doing, but I paid attention to it And he rhymed the same word with itself 6 times in a row. And I was like, talent. Pure talent right there. Okay, well, I'm going to stop this one here. That's about 30 minutes so far. And we were able to finish Forsaken Fortress. We're fast on Windfall Island. We can do all of Dragon Roost Island next time and maybe explore a bit. So I might start making them a little longer because we're actually getting to the dungeons and the exploration part. So, yeah. So sorry if like the audio got out of whack because my computer was still processing a lot of stuff while I was recording this, but I just wanted to get a second recording down so I wouldn't have to worry about it later and have to deal with this awful Wi-Fi after the first one finished. So anyway, yeah, until next time.